What an interesting week we have ahead. Come and join us and let's chat about it. Hello, Stacey the Black Feather Intuitive. Welcome to another weekly oracle reading for the week of April 19th. And we are already almost through April. Can you believe it? I certainly cannot. Hoping this video finds you well. Let's call in all the archangels, ascended masters, creature teachers, light beings, elementals, highest guides, loved ones in spirit. Come on into this space to give us the clarity and guidance that we need to really make this week rock. All right, this week I am using the Tarot de la Nuit deck, and I'm showing the deck because I always get their names incorrect. It's Alexandra V. Bach and Caroline Eskenazi. And we'll make sure that we put that properly, all the spellings in post-edit. I love this deck. It's a little darker, but it's beautiful imagery. So let's see what we've got. Queen of Cups. Love this card. Okay, so this week, what we need to really consider is how we are putting structure and organization to our emotions. There's a lot of, with this card as well, there can be delegation if you think about queenly energy, royalty, royal energy, and this is also Queen of Hearts off with her head from Alice in Wonderland. It's all really about standing in your sovereignty, standing in your royalty, and really understanding the value that emotions bring to a situation, or maybe the value that emotions don't bring to a situation. So I'm feeling like this week there's a lot of energy around conversation, communication with others, that requires you to have some emotional intelligence around what you are sharing of yourself and recognizing how you are being influenced, perhaps how you're being triggered by what it is that you are interacting with. Emotions, I like to talk about our ocean of emotion. And any of you that follow me on a regular basis, you know that I talk a lot about manifestation. Our thoughts become things. Well, how do they become things? You have to feel it as though it is in your now in order to bring it into existence. And that is one of the strong purposes of our emotional state. But emotions, feelings, are fleeting. Feelings pass. Feelings are neither true nor untrue. They simply are. And I feel like that's important for all of us to consider this week, is when you're having a conversation with someone and all of a sudden your dander gets up, or there's energy, you find you have a little more energy around what's being spoken. I know I can get very passionate about things. If we're talking about something and it's near and dear to my heart, I can get a little worked up with it. And I have to be aware of that, because when I'm getting worked up, I'm also sending out energy to the people around me. I want to be aware of that. I am responsible for the energy that I bring into a room. I need to be aware of how my emotions, how my feelings are affecting what it is that I am putting out there, how it is affecting others around me, how it's affecting how my message is being received. Because when we are in conversation, there's a real understanding of, I want you to receive the information that I'm sharing. I want to receive the information that you're sharing. There's a general, I want to understand. Not always, but most of the time. Most people, they're speaking because there's something that needs to be shared or understood or bring clarity to. Sometimes it's just a discussion to commiserate about certain things. So Queen of Hearts is coming to us this week to say, really be aware of where you are at in your emotional state in relation to conversations, and maybe put a little structure around those emotions, recognizing that feelings are feelings. They're neither true nor untrue. They just are. And if you're in a moment and you're in a feeling right now and you happen to say something rash, 10 minutes from now, you're going to feel very different, because that feeling, has moved through, and maybe now you're going, oh, I shouldn't have said that. How many of us can relate to that? So definitely putting structure around your feelings and your emotions, and being emotionally aware that, okay, I'm feeling something coming up, and maybe you're saying something and your intention is not to hurt me, or your intention is to point something out, and the way that I'm receiving it is more personal in nature, or the way that I'm receiving it is I'm closing you down, I'm shutting you down and closing you off. And why am I doing that? I want to be open to receiving the message. I'm open to receiving the discussion that we're having, because discussion, there's nothing wrong with discussion. Discussion opens up new pathways. So really feeling that this week. Also, when I'm looking at the cards, I'm really noticing a lot of the beautiful fall leaves. And of course they're showing orange. And orange is our sacral chakra. It is the seat of our ocean of emotion. It is also where we have creative expression and flow. And I feel that that's an important thing to mention as well this week. Creative expression and flow. If you are feeling emotionally blocked, there's no creativity that's able to flow through you, to flow out of you, to flow into you. So pay attention to how you are feeling on a creative level. Perhaps you're feeling so fatigued this week that the idea of having to create something, even your next meal, is daunting or is overwhelming. You might want to pay attention to that. Take a nap, do some self-care, check in with your feelings and your emotions. Where are things at? Maybe there's something niggling at you that you're not aware of. It's kind of under the surface. And all it needs to be is to be brought to the surface, and you need to acknowledge it, become aware of it and acknowledge it, and suddenly it dissipates, and that heavy feeling dissipates and you feel good. Also loving the purple here. Of course, I love purple. Everything for me is purple in my world. But the purple here is connection to the third eye. So I'm really feeling that there's a real strong message this week for all of us to heed how we're feeling in relation to our intuition. What is the intuitive guidance that's coming through? What are our spidey senses saying when we are interacting with others and having conversations and we're feeling something? Rather than reacting with a retort or response right away, it's tune in to the intuition. What's going on under the surface? How can I respond to the energy that is being shared in this message, not just the words that are being spoken? So feelings are important this week. Off with her head, off with her head. That always makes me laugh. I don't know why. And I actually always found Alice in Wonderland to be very creepy. So I don't know why I'm quoting her today, but apparently a little Alice in Wonderland never hurt anyone this week. So, all right, our oracle reading for this week, I am using Alana Fairchild's Sacred Rebels deck, and I love this deck. All right, every journey starts with a single step. And I'm really feeling here in relation to what we sort of just discussed with the Queen of Cups and how you want to be really paying attention to your feelings and your emotional intelligence and awareness this week. It's because there's something new beginning. And I feel like this is on a global level that we're feeling this. I always talk about the macrocosm, and now I'm talking about the microcosm in each and every one of our lives. And I'm hearing that there's new beginnings in career paths, in career focus for most of us. Of course, this is a general reading, so it's not going to, affect everyone. But I'm definitely feeling that there's a real shift in understanding your role at work, your role in your career. And perhaps your career is not your life purpose. It's a means to, pay the bills, and so then you have the money to be able to go and do other things that bring you joy. Perhaps your career path is your life path and purpose, and you throw your heart and your soul into it. Well, I'm definitely feeling that this week there is a newness, a freshness, a new beginning. Sometimes it can be a new project. Sometimes it's just a new approach. I know with COVID, a lot of people, having to work from home, that's been a challenge for some, especially the extroverts out there, really struggling with not being able to interact in the physical, to be able to recharge in those ways. So I'm feeling like it's a new beginning in a lot of ways, and that requires a new approach, a new way of thinking, a new way of perceiving, a new way of creating what it is that you want to feel, what you want to experience when you are having interactions, when you are at work? What is it that you want to create? And like I said, if you're feeling blocked, you're not going to be able to create much. This week, things are really opening up on a creative level. You want to be emotionally prepared for what's to come, because every journey starts with a single step. Also in this card, notice that she's holding an old suitcase. And you know, it's pretty obvious. The imagery here is it's old baggage, stuff from the past. And all of this white is bursting out, and there's beautiful butterflies floating out all around. It's spirit saying, listen, release the past. It wants to burst out. It wants to basically break the suitcase so that on the journey, she doesn't need to take the suitcase. She doesn't need to take the past with her. She can move forward. No, she doesn't have a suitcase because she doesn't need anything. Everything is going to be created in each and every moment. There doesn't need to be a huge plan in place in order to take one step at a time. And that's what this message is all about. And it's the number 12, which is the number of creativity. So you really want to be considering your creative flow. Something that came up a couple of months ago, I can't even remember now where I read it or saw it or processed it, but we are getting ready to step into sort of I want to say a bit of a Renaissance energy. And a big part of it is because we've been in lockdown for so long that now that the weather is getting better, everybody wants to be outside and communing with nature and communing with one another. And I'm feeling like that's really the energy that you're going to be feeling. You've got to make sure that you got all your ducks in a row, emotionally aware of where things are at, because the creative flow wants to flow. And if you are blocked, you're going to miss out on the beautiful energy that is on the planet at this time right now. Loving it. Okay, let's pull a feather and see what our messages are from the archangels this week. Karmic energy. So I often talk about karma as being obsolete. It is part of the old energy paradigm. And we don't have to really focus on karma per se anymore. If you are on what we call the ascension path, you know, if you are on a path of self-awareness, emotional awareness, you understand that, you know, the world that we live in there's an illusion there, and that there's more beyond, you know, beyond the veil and beyond what is seen with our own eyes. You understand that, you know, karmic, you don't need to, you know, make a mistake and have to live that mistake and pay for that mistake over and over again in order to learn how to be a decent, loving human being. It comes from within. So I'm feeling that the message here is this week, when we're talking about creative energy, creative flow, and how to communicate that creativity, how to connect with others, it's about releasing that concept of karmic energy, that concept of, you know, if I go and I do this over here and I make a mistake, I'm going to have to pay for that mistake. There is a cause and effect, but if you're aware of it and your intentions are good, it's not that you're creating karma. This concept is only going to serve to keep you blocked. It's going to keep you from the flow. Instead, shift it to, I know how I would feel about something. I know how I want to approach everything. So I'm going to be mindful with my words. I'm going to be pure in my thoughts. I'm going to take the time to really think about my response, have it be a considered response before I move forward in this discussion or in this conversation. And I'm going to check my intention. Am I intentionally trying to, you know, cause harm to this individual? Is there an intention to speak my truth? Knowing how that person is going to receive information, or maybe you won't know how that person is going to receive information. It's important to be clear and pure with your thoughts and your intentions. That gets rid of all of this karma stuff. You don't have to worry about creating karma or building up karma anymore. Release that and get into the flow of creativity and considered actions, considered conversations, considered thoughts. Loving the message this week. All right, guys, that's our reading for the week. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you like what you see here, feel free to like, subscribe, and click the bell on my YouTube channel. Also, you might want to check out my website, The Black Feather Intuitive, and my Facebook page, The Black Feather Intuitive. Lots of fun goodies on there, little freebies of interest. I've been talking a lot this week about my show Winged Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I offer 3 free readings, so if this is something that you would like and you'd like to dive in, or you have a real personal question that you'd like to ask and you want to try it out and see what this stuff is all about, check out the show. I have a wing woman who kind of goes through all the questions and picks questions at random, and then I tune in and I give you some information. There's also a general reading on there. Would love to see you there. Also want to point out that I have a really fabulous service called Guidance on the Go. It's a huge hit. It's an email service. Say you have a single question and you don't really have time for a full reading, or you just need a quick little tune in for it, you need a second opinion on something, this is a great service. Once you book the session and you submit your question, I will respond within 24 hours. Oh my goodness, I almost said 48. It's not 48. In 24 hours or less. And as much as I can, I try to answer same day. Doesn't always happen. Sometimes I'm too busy for that. But I do try to get it in the same day that it is booked. It's a fabulous service. It's $40, and check it out if there's something that you need, just a real kind of detail, a little bit of a detail on the question, or you're having to make a decision and you just need a little validation or confirmation about what's going on, maybe a little direction or clarity. Would love to be of service. The Dream Team comes through like crazy for those. So check it out. My website, theblackfeatherintuitive.com, is where you can book. Thanks so much, guys. Have the most amazing week, and we'll see you next time. Ciao.